Calculating the percent of change using proportion. The amount of change is the difference between the old and the new. You put it over the original, which is another name for the old. You will cross multiply and divide. Step 2, solving the percent of change. Step 1, determine the difference. This is subtracting original and the new amount. You will subtract the numbers like normal. Step 2, set up the proportion and solve for the percent. Number 2, 15 days to 18 days. You take the old and the new and subtract the 2. 18 minus 15 equals 3. Put 3 over. The old of 15 equals x over 100. You cross multiply. Write the equation. 15 times x equals 3 times 100. 15x equals 300. To solve this equation, you divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of 15. X equals 20%. Let's see if you can do number 3 by yourself. Did you get 20%? Don't forget to take the old and the new and subtract the 2. Put it over the original. Make a fraction. Number 5. 150 to 195. Take the old and the new and subtract the 2. 195 minus 50 equals 45. The difference over the original of 150. Set up your proportion. You cross multiply. Write the equation. 150 times x equals 45 times 100. Solve the equation. 150x equals 4,500. Divide both sides of the equation by 150. X will then equal 30%. You can try number 6 by yourself. Did you get 100%? Don't forget, take the old and the new and subtract the 2. Put it over the original. Make a fraction. Number 8. Take the old and the new and subtract the 2. You have 35 minus 28 equals 7. The difference of 7 over the original, 35, equals x over 100. You cross multiply. Write the equation. 35 times x equals 7 times 100. Divide each side by 35, and x equals 20%. Number 9 is the same process, only using decimals. You still take the old and the new and subtract the 2. If I have 27 cents minus 20 cents, that is a difference of 7 cents. I can set up my proportion. 7 cents over 20 cents equals x over 100. You will still cross multiply. Write your equation. 0.20 times x equals 0.07 times 100. 0.20x equals 7. Divide each side by the coefficient of 0.20 and x equals 35%. Let's try a couple of word problems together. Number 11, Randy has 600 cards in his collection. He sold some of the cards to purchase a new iPod and only has 550 cards left. By what percent did his collection decrease? The decrease tells us that the old is greater than the new. Therefore, 600 is the old, 550 is the new. Take the old and the new and subtract the two. 600 minus 550 equals a difference of 50 cards. Take the difference, put it over the original, we said was 600. You're going to equal it x over 100, cross multiply, write the equation. 600 times x equals 50 times 100. Solve the equation. 600 times x equals 5,000. Divide each side by the coefficient of 600 and x equals, it is 8 1/3%. Can you try 12 by yourself? Did you get 20%? Remember, it does say it is a decrease. Therefore, the original is greater than the new. Find the difference between the two, put it over the original, solve the proportion for x. Make sure you are doing the steps. Number 13, an account used to charge $425 per hour, but recently decided to charge $325 per hour. What was the percent decrease on the billing rate? It is a decrease because they used to charge $425. They are going down to $325. So it is a decrease. Take the old and the new and subtract the two. Take $425 minus $325. That is a difference of $100. It's the difference over the original of $425, x over 100, and solve the proportion. Cross multiply and write the equation. 425 times x equals 100 times 100. 425x equals 10,000. Divide each side by the coefficient of 425. Therefore, x equals, rounding to the nearest tenth, the percent equals 23.5%. Can you try number 14 and 15 by yourself? Number 14, did you get 65?